everyone, I'm Mrs. Adkins and I'm going to be teaching you reading this week. So I need you to get out your closed reader, which looks like this, and a pencil. And while you're doing that, I just want to say that I miss everyone at school and I can't wait until we can go back. And I expect lots of hugs in the hallway and hopefully I see you all next year. Okay, we're going to open up to the table of contents first. So if you open up your closed reader and turn to this. Okay, Mrs. Donaghy taught you lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3 last week. So I'm going to start with lesson 4, which is called City Mouse and Country Mouse. And it tells me right here which page it starts on. It says page 12. So I want you to turn to page 12 with me. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is the first page of our little story this week. I'm going to point to the title. It's called City Mouse and Country Mouse. And up at the top, it tells you some background information. It says background. The city and country are different from each other. Some people like the city and some people like the country. And that is so true. I live in the country, so my favorite place to live is the country. But your favorite place to live might be the city. Okay, so the setting of purpose says, read to find out what the country mouse finds out about the city. So as you read, you're going to be thinking about what the country mouse thinks about the city. Okay, I'm going to move on down here. This tells the cast. The cast are just the characters in the story. So this picture is the country mouse. This picture is the city mouse. And this is the cat. So as you read, you can look and see which character is talking. Okay, so we're going to go to this page, page 13. Number 1 says, read and underline the sentence that tells who the story is about. So as you read this with a parent later, you're going to be thinking about who the story is about, and you're going to go back and you're going to underline it in the story. So you're going to underline up here who the story is about. And if you want, a fun way to read one of these is you can have someone read the part of the cat, maybe a parent or a sister or a brother. You can have someone read the part of the country mouse and someone else read the part of the city mouse if you would like. Then when you're done reading, you're going to go to the bottom and it says to reread page 13, which is this page. And you're going to find out what the city mouse likes. And you're going to write it down here. So as you're reading, it's going to tell you something up here that the city mouse likes. And you're going to try to make a complete sentence. You can have your parent help you when we're done. Okay? After you do that, you can turn to the next page. On this page, we always start at the top. I'll turn my book so you can see it. It says, read, look for details in the text that tell where the mice go, and circle the name of the place. Ooh, so as you're reading this page, you're going to be trying to find out where the mice go in the story. And you're going to circle where they go in the story. You can have your parent help you. When you're done circling where the mice go, you're going to want to go down to number 4. And it says, reread this page. And find what the country mouse sees in the city. And you're going to write it down here. So remember, the country mouse is this one right here. You're going to tell me what he sees in the city. And you're going to try to make a complete sentence, okay, with your parents' help. Then there's one more page you're going to have to do. You're going to turn to the next page to page 15. And it says, read and look look for details in the text that tell who the mice see and circle the name. So you might be able to figure it out just by looking who they see. You're going to circle who they see on this page. Okay, and when you're done, you're going to come down here and you're going to reread the story. And it says, what does the country mouse learn about the city? You're going to write it down here. So you got to think of what he learns. Maybe he liked going to the city. Maybe he didn't like it. You're going to have to tell me that down here, okay? When you're done, then you can stop, because tomorrow we will be doing the story called The City Zoo. It's a little map, okay? So make sure you have your parents help you, and when I'm done with the video, you can go back and read the story and answer all the questions. Okay, right now I'm going to practice some sight words with you. So I'm going to hold up a sight word and I'm going to give you a few seconds to say it, and then I'm going to say the word. Y'all ready? Water. Where? Her. She. Now. Ooh, this is a compound word. I see two words together. Today. It has to and day put together. Wood. After. Draw. Pictures. Read. Was. Right. Eat. Give. One. Put. Small. Take. Blue. Cold. Far. Little. Oh, can't get that one. Live. And our last one today is there. Okay, we'll practice these every day this week. And I'm going to next teach you a little lesson about nouns. So we've all probably learned about nouns in our class, so I've made a little page to remind us. My page says a noun is a person, place, animal, or a thing. So nouns can be lots of different things. What I want you to do is I'm going to be thinking of some nouns and writing them down. And when I'm done, I'm going to give you a little assignment. So I'm going to start with the first thing a noun could be on my list, which is a person. And I'm going to get a little notebook and a piece of paper. And I'm just going to write down some nouns that could be people. Oh, the first thing I think about are kids, because you are kids, and I have 2 kids at home, so that's a noun because they are people. Oh, I might want to put people at the top. So kids are people. Another good noun might be a name. Like I wrote the name Sam. Sam would be a noun because it's the name of a person. Let's see, and let's do mom. Your mom is a noun because that is a person. And I'll do one more. You might have a brother at home. So brother is a noun. Okay, so all of these are nouns that name people. The second thing on my list for a noun was person, then place. So a noun can be a place that you go. Ooh, when I think of a place that I want to go, I think of the beach because I love going swimming at the beach. So underneath place, I'm going to write the beach first, since that's one of my favorite places. Ooh, another place you might go might be the dollar store. The dollar store is a place. So it would be a noun. Ooh, let's see. Another place you might go is to play would be the park. So park would be a noun. And I'll do one more. Let's see, what about school? We can't be in school right now, but hopefully next year I'll get to see you all. So I'm going to put school as a place. Okay, so far I have nouns that name people. I have nouns that can name places. Ooh, the next thing on my list is animals. Ooh, animals are my favorite. This is my favorite thing to write. I'm going to write animal first. So I'm going to think of 4 nouns that name an animal. I'm thinking of a horse. Since I live in the country, I can see lots of horses around. Ooh, another animal that I see across the road all the time are cows. My neighbor has cows. So cow would be a noun. Then another one might be a cat. I have a cat. She's hiding, but she's somewhere around the house. And then I'm going to let my son go get my favorite noun because he is an animal and he is my favorite noun. And I'll let you see him. He was sleeping on the couch. Okay. This is Bear. Can they see Bear? Can you say hi, Bear? He was over there snoring. But he is an animal and he's a dog, so he is a noun, aren't you? Yeah, did we wake you up? I got him for Christmas, so he's not very old. He's only 6 months old, and he's a Boston Terrier. Okay, you want to go back to sleep? Okay. He's heavy too. So I'm going to add him to my list of nouns and put dog as one of my nouns. Okay, so far I have 4 animals that are nouns: horse, cow, cat, and dog. Oh, and there's one more thing that can be a noun. I have people, I have places, I have animals. Y'all remember the last thing? Hold up my sign. The last thing that can be a noun is a thing. And I always tell the kids in my class, a thing is anything you can touch. Like I can touch this table. That would be a thing. I can touch this book. This would be a thing. So I'm going to write thing as my last noun. And I'm going to write table because table is a thing I can touch. I think I already said book, so I'm going to write down book. I can touch a book, so it's a thing. Ooh, what about a marker? I can touch a marker, so that is a thing. And let's see, I need one more. What about a ball? You might play with a ball at home. So ball is a thing, so it's a noun. Okay, so this is my list of nouns. I have 4 people. I have 4 places that you can go. I have 4 animals. And I have 4 things. What I'm going to do with them is I'm going to cut them apart. So I'm going to kind of show you how. I'm going to start with my people. I'm only going to do a few to show you because you're going to be doing this on your own later. I'm going to pick a noun and I'm going to cut it out. I'll pick a person first. I picked brother. So I've cut out brother and I'm going to fold it up. And since Easter is coming up this weekend, I have a cool little Easter basket. And I have put some eggs in here. And you can do this at home later when I give you your assignment. But I have 3 different color eggs. I'm going to put all of my nouns in one color of eggs. So I think I'm going to pick my ones with the pink. I'm going to put my nouns in a pink egg, but I'm only going to put 1 noun in every egg. So I'm going to put brother in a pink egg. And I'm going to put it in my bucket. Oh, then I'm going to pick out another noun, a place. I think we said school as one of our places. So I'm going to cut out school. And I'm going to pick another pink egg. I want to use the same color because I want all my nouns to be in the same color. I'm going to put this noun in a different egg and close it up. Put it in my basket. Oh, and I'm going to do the same thing with my animals and my things. I'll do my favorite one, which was dog. I'm going to put it in a pink egg. I can find another one. And I'll do a thing. I'll do ball. Okay. So, I have cut out 4 nouns. But I will cut the other ones out later and stick them in my eggs. Okay, and then I'm going to hold on to them because later in the week we're going to do something with our nouns, and I'm also going to be teaching you verbs and adjectives. And so at the end of the week we're going to use these for an activity. So since you might not have Easter eggs at home, if you do, you can put yours in Easter eggs. But if you don't, you can always cut them apart and you can put them in like cups. If you want to put them in a cup, you can put them in a little Ziploc baggie. And you're just going to keep them somewhere until later in the week, and we're going to use them for a writing activity, okay? So I will finish cutting all my nouns out and putting them in eggs, and your assignment is to go around your house, and you're going to need a piece of paper, just any piece of paper like I did, and you can write them with a marker or a pencil, but you're going to come up with your own list of nouns. Remember, it has to be a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. Once you have you probably need at least 5 or 6 nouns, then you can cut them out and put them in your little container, like an Easter egg or a cup or a baggie, whatever you want to put them in. And just put them in a spot, okay? And then we'll use them later on. Okay, that is all of my lesson today. Don't forget that you need to go back to your closed reader and read lesson 4 with your parents or brother or sister and answer the questions, okay? And then don't forget to do your noun activity. Okay, I'll see y'all on Wednesday.